Hello, babies. What a fun-filled day to be outside reading a book. It's a little bit dreary, but I don't mind. The other day was Earth Day, and I had intended to read a special Earth Day book, but sometimes things just don't work out that way, and it's okay. So this is my Earth Day book. Oh, do you see the kitty cat back there? That is Zero. Zero was born in Italy. He is a fancy fella. So I'm going to read, This is the Tree We Planted today. I think that's a perfect book for today. And if you notice behind me, I'm sitting out here on purpose because the city had to come cut down a great big oak tree because it was leaning into the power lines, and they've trimmed it a couple times, but it's still leaning. So the city came and cut it down. Now, they haven't cleaned up their mess yet, but I'm sure it's going to come. And because it's important, when that tree's gone, I'm going to plant this tree here because we lost a tree. We need a new tree. I got that tree from Ha. It's a special tree. So we're going to read, and Ha would love my umbrella. So we're going to read This is the Tree We Planted. This is one of the Imagination Library books that Dolly Parton sends out. And you can go online and enter your zip code and see if she'll send you out some books too. And it doesn't cost you anything. All right, so we're starting. Look at the lights shining down through the tree limbs. I've always been a tree girl. If I could get my toe hold and a good grip on that tree, Mimzie was going up it every time. This is the tree we planted. Mimzie did better than Uncle Chris because sometimes Uncle Chris would climb the tree, but he couldn't get back down and he had to be rescued. Sometimes twice in the same day. I remember, I was there. We can ask him about it. You hear that thunder? I love it. This is the tree. This is the tree. Look, it's bigger now. You see, it looks like time's gone by. This is the tree we planted. Oh, everybody's getting bigger and the tree's getting bigger. Hey, there's a nest that rests in the tree we planted. Oh, I love bird nests. That is so exciting. And they're little blue eggs. You know what kind of birds have blue eggs? And 1, 2, 3 eggs inside the nest that rest in the tree we planted. This must be the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. Is that onomatopoeia or alliteration? Not me just having a whole English degree. All right. Oh, here's Mimzie's favorite. It's a squirrel. You know Mimzie loves the squirrel babies. Look at that squirrel with a thrashing tail, raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. I see what kind of storybook this is going to be. Look, she got babies. Oh, she's a mommy. I love baby squirrels. Do you hear the kits? They squeaking well, calling the squirrel with the thrashing tail that raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. You know what kind of sounds baby squirrels? They kind of chip like. I know that sounds silly. Mimzie's silly sometimes. Those are squirrel sounds. And if anybody knows, I would know what I'm talking about. I know squirrels. I see a hawk with feathers pale, eyeing the kits that squeaking well, calling the squirrel with the thrashing tail that raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. I'm not going to talk about why the hawk is eyeing the kits because this is rated G or E for everyone. Look, they're on red alert. Let's turn the page. They're still watching. Here comes some jays zooming over the trail, scaring the hawk with the feathers pale, that eyed the kits that squeaking well, calling the squirrel with the thrashing tail, that raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. Yeah, blue jays can be really aggressive to other animals, even other big birds, and they'll gang up on them and run them off. Pretty clever, pretty clever. I spy a spider on silken sail, slide by the jays that zoomed over the trail, that scared the hawk with feathers pale, that eyed the kits that squeaking well, calling the squirrel with the thrashing tail, that raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. Look at the pretty spider. Yeah, you know, spiders don't have to be scary. Spiders have their job here too. They have very important jobs. And some spiders eat mosquitoes, and I'm real happy about that. Oh no, they ruined the spider's day. Look at the girl. She's just like what Mimzie. Oh, and the boy too. Oh no, poor spider. Yikes! That lizard with leaf green scales ate the spider on silken sail, that slid past the jays, that zoomed over the trail, that scared the hawk with feathers pale, that eyed the kids that squeaking well, calling the squirrel with a thrashing tail, that raced by the robin that laid the eggs inside the nest that rests in the tree we planted. Oh my. I really intended for this to be E for everyone. I'm so sorry about the spider. We know poor little thing absolutely does not have arachnophobia. Look, a walking stick as thin as a rail, a scarlet tanager eating a snail, a butterfly with wings so frail, a woodpecker pounding like hammer on nail. There's a lot going on in this one. That's the walking stick. Excuse me. Let me set this down. I don't think I'm going to get that wet. I'm tired of fighting it. So there's the walking stick. We read a book yesterday that called them a walking stick, and I've always heard them called, I think, a stick bug. And there's the scarlet tanager, and he's eating a snail. And where's the butterfly? Oh, here's our butterfly. You better watch out. There's the woodpecker. Woodpeckers will make lots of noise when they peck on trees. Here we go. We got another page. Listen, the owl from down in the dale calling, hoo, hoo, hoo. Who planted the tree? And what do we see? Nest, eggs, robin, squirrel, kits, hawk, jay, spider, lizard, walking stick, tanager, snail, butterfly, woodpecker, owl. That is a very busy tree. Mimzie needs to read you the book that I wrote in college because it is a very busy tree too. I had to find it first. That was a long, long time ago when Mimzie was in college. So many lives are part of the tree, a part of the tree we planted. Look how big the tree is now. We're having a picnic under it. That's so fun. And that is all. That's all she wrote. And that is, you know what? It is the end. And so Mimzie's got her work to do. We're going to plant a tree to replace this tree, and maybe one day it'll be big like this old oak tree, because this oak tree was big. Look at that. I need to count the rings. That was a very big tree. But anyway, I digress. I just want you to never forget that Mimzie loves you.